A fundraiser fireworks stand in Nevada works to rebuild after seeing a total loss from storm damage. I'm Samantha Walker, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, the regional BBB has some advice for businesses and customers on protecting themselves from scams. And Camp Wildcat in Joplin teaches kids how to survive in the wilderness. The hands-on skills they're mastering this week.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Across Vernon County, Missouri, community members are picking up the pieces following last night's storms. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The Vernon County Dispatch says the damage primarily took place in the northern part of the county, taking down trees and power lines. KOAM Samantha Walker met with one family who experienced a terrifying moment as their fireworks stand collapsed on top of them.
My grandchildren did make a comment that when it went down, they were scared that we wasn't okay. For a brief moment, until they realized that Daddy was right there beside them and was with them. And definitely a message from God to pull my truck up in there to save my family.
As the storms rolled through Vernon County Sunday night, Christy Harold's family was working to hold down their fundraiser fireworks stand at the Nevada Speedway. Before they knew it, they were caught in the storm.
I just pulled my truck up in here. I told my grandchildren to get in the truck to be safe. I knew that we were fighting a losing battle and to get out. And so I told everybody to get out, and before we could get out, it collapsed around us. I had my daughter and my daughter-in-law actually made it out. Me and my son-in-law was beside the truck as one of the main center poles came down. And if it wouldn't have been for the truck that the center pole stopped, very good chance I wouldn't have my son-in-law today.
Harold and her family called 911, and first responders were able to get them out from under the debris.
They say there was no tornado, but it definitely looked like a tornado had hit us. The damage and the destruction and what that went on.
As she surveyed the damage, it became clear that the stand was a total loss. No product was salvageable. She says it's a blow to the local nonprofit organizations that receive the proceeds from the stand.
Because they're the ones that takes the profit. If we don't have product to sell, they can't make money to go to their camps, to do their obstacle courses and stuff that they need. So it was definitely our small organizations that took the loss of not being open to business.
But no storm is going to stop them.
My district manager, once she found we were safe and got me calmed down, and she asked if I wanted to call it a season, shut her down and go home and enjoy the rest of the holiday, or if I wanted to proceed. And I said, we ain't done. Get my tent up, give me product. We're moving on. I've got nonprofit organizations that are counting on this.
And she says they saw an outpouring of support from the Nevada community, ready to help them in their time of need.
Hey, do you need help? Hey, we're coming out. Hey, I can't stay very long because supper's ready, but here's a bag of trash bags that was donated to us through the tornado. Hey, I can't do this, but can I come out tomorrow and help you reset?
From neighbors to other fireworks stand operators, Harold's fundraiser is being brought back with the help of others.
Definitely shows a strong community that I'm glad to raise a family and I'm glad to be a part of.
Reporting in Nevada, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Wow, staff and volunteers plan to work overnight to help get that stand stocked and ready. The fireworks stand at the Nevada Speedway will reopen tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney now for a first look at the weather.
Well, temperatures are quickly dropping down into the lower 80s now. Overall, it has been a pretty nice day. We're seeing a front slowly push its way in the area. We can see a few storms developing right along that front. Now taking a look, Nevada getting hit with some rain again, and just to the east of Fort Scott, northeast of Girard. So far, most of these storms are staying more to the north of us, and we're not seeing a lot of lightning with them, so they're mostly just some heavy rain showers, maybe some quick downpours as they pass. But as we continue into our evening, all of these showers do push out of the area. Clouds roll in after about 10 p.m. tonight, which does mean we're going to have a cloudy start to our Tuesday. But the rest of the Tuesday is looking much nicer once all those clouds clear out. We've got low humidity and temperatures in the mid to upper 80s overall. Really nice day. I'm going to have a full look at your week's forecast coming up.
Catch in a few. The Baxter Springs, Kansas Fire Department is moving into its new fire station this week, 15 months after construction began on that facility. The $3 million building replaces a fire station that was built in 1926. Funding comes from state and federal grants. The department has provided a sneak peek inside. Firefighters have been assembling furniture and installing equipment. This coming Saturday at 9:45 a.m., trucks are going to parade from the old station to the new one. That'll be followed by a ribbon cutting ceremony and open house until noon. Summertime can also mean scam season for some businesses. The Regional Better Business Bureau tells us scammers can target a business in 3 ways: through stolen information, impersonations, and offering fake services. The BBB says businesses can protect themselves and their customers by maintaining a direct line of communications.
Important to make sure you have a direct line of communication to your customers. Unfortunately, some businesses rely on a social media page as their web page. They don't have an email list. They don't have a good database of customers. They're relying on social media to communicate. If something happens to your social media account, you need to be able to email your customers. You need to have another way to let them know that you've been hacked so they can be on the lookout if someone tries to contact them.
We're going to speak with a Joplin business about how they train their employees to spot scams tonight on KOAM News at 10. Kids in the Joplin area get to hone their survival skills thanks to a 3-day summer camp. Camp Wildcat teaches young naturalists such wilderness skills as cane pole fishing, shelter building, compass and map skills, leatherworking, and more. Organizers hope the camp gives kids a better understanding of conservation.
It's important for them to learn about conservation and how that in all ecosystems, everything works together and everything has a purpose, even if they don't like it.
Camp Wildcat welcomed kids ages 7 to 14. In addition to learning, campers also receive lunch, snacks, a water bottle, and a backpack. That camp runs through Wednesday. Joplin Outlaws continue their winning ways in the Mid-America League. John Dales takes a look at the pitcher with the strong left arm helping the cause. That's coming up later in sports. But up first, an education in leadership.
Missouri Job Center starts a new program aimed at youngsters who want to make a change. I'm Lonnie Walton in Joplin. I'll have that story coming up.
Items and more for under $3. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Missouri Job Center in Joplin is taking a unique approach to helping young people get a new start in life while also addressing homelessness. It's through a new program called Youth Build, which aims to help 16 to 24-year-olds earn a high school diploma. As KOAM's Lonnie Walton reports, organizers say students will use these skills by building houses for people without homes.
I had nowhere else to go, really. I was a high school dropout, couldn't keep a job.
Ellie Woolsey is a 20-year-old who attended Joplin High School. He's one of the many students in his class trying to make a change, like 21-year-old father of 3 Josh Meredith and previous fast food worker Lita Berger.
I hung out with the rougher crowd and really didn't do what I was supposed to do and just made some poor decisions.
I suffered with a lot of depression and drug use.
Now, all 3 of these individuals have had their struggles, but now Wendy Justice from Missouri Job Center in Joplin says they have a new program for new beginners.
32-week program. We'll be doing 3 cohorts, and we'll be doing follow-up for a year to make sure that they're either furthering their education.
These students will have a certification in construction, and with that, they will work for Vita Nova, which is
the organization that builds for homeless people here in Joplin. And so we want to help collaborate with them in building these homes for our homeless people here.
And not only that, Justice says these young people can go anywhere with these skills, and that's what they plan on doing.
Become an equine veterinary technician.
Welding or possibly construction.
I either want to go into electrical engineering or I want to become a writer.
Since this is the first time this company has ever done this program, how is it going?
Love the people, everybody here. They're so amazing.
They're the best people I've met in a long time.
And all 3 individuals welcomed us to come back in 5 years to see how far they progressed. They say they're going to be a lot further than where they are today. Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Organizers say they're currently looking for a contractor. Anyone interested should contact the center as soon as possible. A little bit later, the Cards and Royals both in action today. John has a preview coming up in sports.
And we have cooler weather as we're heading into the rest of the week. I'll have those details coming up.
Ashley's July 4th weekend deals are here, now through Monday.
The Culture and Spiva Center for the Arts.
Well, we've had a stormy weekend. It did give us a cooler start to our work week. So taking a look, yesterday we got up to about 91 degrees. Overall this morning, temperatures only reached the low 70s, and then we only got up to about 85 degrees today. So overall it was a pretty cool day. Now taking a look at Seneca, Missouri, you can see Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. We've got mostly clear skies right now, though we are tracking a few storms in our northeastern counties. These are developing along a cold front. We've had a couple pop-up showers ahead of that front, but you can see how these quickly develop into a bit of a line segment. Now could see some stronger winds with this as of right now, though they are staying rather weak, but we do want to keep an eye on them. They're starting or pushing all the way down to Pittsburgh or just north of Pittsburgh. Got a few of those showers south of Nevada. Now all of this is moving out towards Stockton, Lamar, Greenfield coming up in the next 30 minutes to an hour. None of these are expected to become severe, but we want to keep an eye on any wind damage. Now, because of this cold front passing, it's going to drop our temperatures still again into the mid to upper 80s on Tuesday. We're going to get to about 88 or 86 to 87 degrees across the area. Now, about 89 on Wednesday, returning to the 90s by Thursday, but humidity stays rather low for the next couple of days. As you can see, looks like half of our graphic isn't quite working, but Thursday, this is our heat index value. So you can see how heat index value is in the mid to upper 90s. Now, it is going to stay rather cool in some areas because we have possibility for showers. Now, this is our long range model, and it's going to show more widespread rain, even though when we get a little bit closer, we'll get more clarity and see more isolated spots of showers. But these are going to be popping up all across the day on Thursday morning and into evening. This is 7 p.m. Still getting a few pop-up showers there. Those will continue overnight. Again, because it's so little, so light, we're expecting just isolated shower chances overnight into Thursday and even into Friday morning. Now this is about 6:30, still seeing that chance for some pop-up showers in that area. Now early afternoon, looking okay right now, but we do have showers surrounding the area, likely going to see some popping up in our region by mid-afternoon to early evening, but back by 10:30, 10:30, this is when people are going to start shooting off fireworks. We're going to have mostly clear skies in the area, but rain does push in late Friday night and into Saturday morning. That's going to bring more rain chances throughout the day Saturday and into, again, Saturday evening. Not a huge disruption. These are mostly going to be isolated chances, so majority of us will still have pretty nice weather, but it's going to be humid because of all the rain around us. That's starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and into Sunday. So these random pop-up showers, isolated storms, and these high temperatures in the low to mid 90s is going to cause a bit of a humid couple of days for the holiday weekend, but we're going to be dodging some shower chances on Friday, especially Friday afternoon, so we want to watch out for that.
Just do your best to get those showers out of the way before the fireworks begin in the evening.
I am doing my best.
All
I'm
right.
working on it.
We're counting on you, my friend. Thanks. Still ahead, the St. Louis Cardinals hope to continue their winning streak, and another Joplin Outlaw is named Player of the Week by the Mid-America League. John Dales has those stories and more for us up next in sports.
Too nice to say no. That's why we said yes to local heroes.
We are a month into the 2025 regular season for the Mid-America League, and the Joplin Outlaws find themselves alone in first place with a record of 21-7. Now, one of the biggest reasons for their success has been great starting pitching. Joplin Outlaw Ty Zaradnik is named Pitcher of the Week by the Mid-America League today. He joins his teammates Cole Gaiman, Connor Johnson, and Easton Wren, who have previously won this award. Of the 5 times it's been given out this season, 4 of the winners have been members of the Outlaws. Zaradnik just completed his redshirt freshman year at UT Arlington. In 5 appearances for the Outlaws so far this summer, he's got a 2-1 record, an ERA of 2.49 to go with 33 strikeouts over 21 innings pitched. And he got the win on the mound this Friday while allowing just 7 innings, just 1 run against Abilene. And in Major League Baseball, the Cardinals are riding a little bit of momentum now after sweeping the Guardians in 3 games over the weekend. Tonight, they try to stretch that winning streak to 4 games. They begin a 3-game series against the Pirates in Pittsburgh. If the regular season were to end today, the Redbirds, they'd be in control of the 3rd and final wildcard spot in the National League. Pirates have also won 3 in a row over the Mets this weekend. They're currently in a rain delay as we come on the air. The Royals, they're up in Seattle, and the All-Star break really can't come any sooner for them. After dropping 2 out of 3 to the Dodgers over the weekend, Kansas City has now lost 7 of its last 8 games. Mariners, they're hoping they'll be a playoff team. They're 3 games above 500, second place in the AL West, but in control of the final wildcard spot. And you just heard me mention we're getting closer to the MLB All-Star break. Today officially begins Phase 2 of All-Star voting. Major League Baseball announces the top 2 vote getters thus far. In the American League, Aaron Judge from the Yankees. From the National League, the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani. They also release a list of each potential starters at every position. That includes Bobby Witt Jr. for American League shortstop. Now, he's the only member of the Cardinals or Royals to make those lists. In other news, we're in the midst of the 2025 regular season for the WNBA, who announces a major addition today of 3 new expansion franchises over the next 5 years, bringing league membership up to a total of 18 teams by 2030.
It's not every day you get to make history, but today we do it 3 times over. So it is my honor to officially announce that the WNBA is expanding from our currently announced 15 teams to 18 teams over the next few years. So on behalf of the entire WNBA, I'm thrilled to welcome Cleveland and Detroit back and to welcome Philadelphia.
So nothing really in our area, but that's a sport and a league that definitely is growing just in the past couple of years, so we'll see where it goes down the line.
Yeah, likely to continue to grow as it continues this trend. We'll be right back.
Hearing what our clients have to say about us is a...
Lauren Matson, a 4-state hero.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Strong storms leave an impact on some areas in our community. We're going to have the latest on power outage recovery in southwest Missouri. Plus, programming Carthage helps keep families fed during the summer months. And West Nile virus cases are rising in new states and hitting younger people. Learn how to protect yourself before it's too late. Those stories, a lot more, of course, it's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. This is a live look from the Freedom Party just getting started in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh celebrates recovery, throws the annual bash with good food and good company in mind, but with an emphasis on recovery. In addition to the hamburgers and hot dogs, the party also includes ice cream, fireworks, and fellowship. The party continues until 8. If you're looking for some family fun in Pittsburgh this evening, don't forget to bring along your lawn chairs as it moves outdoors. A little bit warm out there, but bearable, I guess.
Well, luckily, we've got a cold front passing this evening now. It's still slowly making its way. We've got a few showers in the area, but it is going to keep us cool through Wednesday. Rain returns on Thursday and chances all through the weekend.
Final sports notes.
I'll have more on those Cardinals and Royals games later tonight. The rain delay in the Cardinals game is set to finish at 6:50, so about 20 minutes left.
Very good. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.